The music was too loud for a lie to survive. Bass thumping through glass. Laughter spilling like cheap wine. That's when she screamed it. "You're a worthless loser." Not whispered, not slipped between teeth. Screamed in front of her friends. The room went quiet in that fake way, where sound dies, but judgment stays alive. Someone laughed awkwardly. Someone else pretended to check their phone. I felt every eye land on me, measuring how small I would shrink. I didn't flinch. I looked at her face, flushed, confident, drunk on approval, and I said it. "You know what?" A pause. "You're right." That's when something inside me shut off. Not anger, clarity. I walked out before she could enjoy the moment. Left my coat, left my dignity behind on purpose. Let them think they'd won. Outside, the night air felt surgical, cold, precise. I stood under a flickering streetlight and listened to my phone vibrate in my pocket. Not from her, from someone saved as a single letter. You didn't deserve that. She's been saying worse when you're not around." I didn't reply. I already knew. The truth doesn't arrive loudly. It seeps in. Like the way she stopped looking at me when she thought I wasn't watching. Like the way she guarded her phone, but forgot to guard her tone. Like the sudden dinners with the girls that smelled like unfamiliar cologne. That night, lying on the couch, she said was temporary. I replayed the party in fragments. Her friends' faces. Not shocked. Entertained. That's when it clicked. They knew. I remembered moments I had dismissed. A glance exchanged too quickly. A smile that didn't belong to the conversation. One of them, blonde, sharp eyes, who once asked me, "So, how long have you two been open?" I laughed it off back then. I didn't laugh now. The next morning, she acted normal. Too normal. Coffee. Casual questions. No apology. No shame. I mirrored her calm. Inside, I was cataloging everything. Dates. Times. Patterns. I pulled phone records during lunch. Shared account. She'd forgotten that part. Numbers repeated like a heartbeat. Always late. Always long. One name saved as Lena Yoga. I don't know any Lena. I started watching instead of asking. Listening instead of reacting. At night, when she slept, I studied her face and realized something terrifying. She wasn't afraid of losing me. She was afraid of being exposed. And her friends, they weren't laughing with her at the party. They were laughing because they thought I'd never figure it out. By the third day, I had enough to stop guessing. By the fifth, I stopped caring how it ended. I ordered the final proof online, paid extra for speed, and chose delivery to my office. Not our home. Some truths don't belong where you sleep. The envelope arrived on a Wednesday. Plain, white, unapologetic. I didn't open it right away. I let it sit on my desk while emails stacked up and coworkers complained about things that still mattered to them. I liked knowing the truth was inches away, sealed, obedient. When I finally tore it open, I didn't feel pain, just confirmation. Names, dates, photos she never knew existed, messages she deleted but never erased from the server. One of the men wasn't even a stranger. He was a husband, one of her friend's husbands. I smiled for the first time in weeks. That night, I didn't confront her. I made dinner, poured wine, asked about her day. She talked too much. Nervous people always do. When she laughed, I noticed something new. It sounded rehearsed. 2 days later, there was another party. Different apartment. Same faces. Same shallow loyalty. She wanted me there. I think she needed an audience again. I went. She tightened when she saw how calm I was, how light, how finished. Midway through the night, I stood up, tapped my glass. Not loud, just enough. "I owe everyone an apology," I said. Silence. I turned to her first. "You were right about me." Her lips parted, confused. "I was a loser," I continued. "I stayed loyal to someone who treated honesty like a joke." I laid the envelope on the table. Then another. Then another. Phone records, screenshots, a hotel receipt with her name misspelled. But not wrong. Gasps, whispers, a sharp inhale behind me. I didn't raise my voice. I thought I was embarrassing you, I said. Turns out I was just inconvenient. One of her friends started crying. Another looked at her husband like she'd never seen him before. The blonde, the sharp-eyed one, went pale. She knew exactly which message was hers. My wife didn't scream this time, she begged. Quietly, desperately. I leaned close enough for only her to hear. You didn't break me, I said. You revealed yourself. Then I walked out. No dramatic exit. No slammed door. Behind me, the room collapsed. I blocked her number before I reached the elevator. Resigned from the joint account the next morning. Filed papers before she finished apologizing to people who were already done protecting her. Weeks later, I heard what her friends told her after I left. That I was dangerous. That I'd changed. That they never thought I'd be smart enough to plan it. They were right about one thing. I did change. I stopped explaining myself to people who only listen when they're afraid. Now, when I think back to that night, the music, the laughter, her voice calling me worthless, I feel nothing. And that's how I know I won. Because the last thing she ever lost was access to the man she thought she owned.